Mama. Ich habe irgendwie Ding verloren. Ja, glaube gut. Nein, da bleibe ich wirklich versteckt von deiner Stelle. Die blaue. Die jetzt doof. Okay. I hope we're back now. Seems like the stream just ended because OBS crashed. Sorry for that. Trying to get it back. Firing up 2 tables again. No limit 16. It seems like players per flop, the value has gone up from 11 to 19%. Seems to be a lot of things happening here, a lot of calls. Here I am the caller because I can close the action. On a check call here at least once versus this kind of bet. When he checks back here, I will check call that river, take down hand. Gonna mark this hand to review, and the question is missed value. We will see when I review that if I need to bet the river there. Gonna do something for my raise first in here. Flopping a gut shot on a board that probably favors the pre-flop caller more than it does my range. But my actual hand, I do think I can call here, having a lot of backdoor outs. And probably another chance to take away the pot. Versus this bet, it's 3 to win, calling 3 to win 11. But I don't really have more outs than my back, my 4 for the backdoor straight. So price is too high. And I'm not willing to start bluffing big on the river with the weak line I took up to this point. I think we are back. It's cool. He seems to be a rather crazy guy, opening up a lot of pots. So probably wanna play in position, not out of position. Like 10 suited is an open raise. Beautiful flop with some fold equity here. Board he might fold on any queen, any 7, any club will give me nuts or a very strong flush. Gonna have to bet this board a little bigger than a very uncoordinated one. Not gonna fold immediately here. Gonna check his stats. 53% from the button on 271 hand. I will check raise here. When he calls, I have to fire good turn. For 2/3 pot, he calls again, and I'm pretty sure here I can overbet shove. He does have aces from time to time. He doesn't have king jack all too often, which should beat me with that river. I do think a fair amount of time he's gonna call me with a 2-pair hand or a strong ace. And I hope this time it's the moment. Not gonna 3-bet the ace queen here. He folded after some tanking. He limps, and he does that with 20% of his hands. Well, he's got 7 hands, but that still does say something about him. Still a few players here that I do not know. 5% 3-bet here, the small blind. I still want to play my 9s. Do have an overpair to this flop, and it's actually a board that's more in favor of the caller than it is for the raiser. So gonna bet here versus the missed c-bet. I feel like changing sounds. Probably do need to change the playlist. It starts to annoy me with these songs. The guy that opens 83% from the button opens again here. We're gonna watch that and have to find a way to fight back, probably by 3-betting, or rather, well, hands like king jacks. A king jack will be a 3-bet because he will open any king there. And a lot of better, worse jacks. But I would prefer to do that when I have position on him. Like here. This open with ace-10 is borderline, but I do make the steal from the cutoff. No reads on him, but 8-9 suited just is too good of a hand to just let it pass. Blind versus blind. Well, got 4-way to that flop. We have to continue with care. Both players check. I do wanna make 2/3 continuation bet because board is rather scary and a lot of Broadway cards to have good equity against me. Some even have me beat. 3-bet here from a guy that really 3-bets a lot. He 3-bets versus the small blind a fair amount of time. Now he also folded once. It's gonna be min bet open versus this guy. Probably 3-bet is fine. I prefer it to in comparison to just overcalling. And I take down the pot. Here a mid stack calls me another big stack. Well, gonna check back and hope for my check. And I hope for someone 3-betting me here when I have the aces, which doesn't happen. No need in betting here. It's just gonna isolate me versus good hands. He can fold to 3-bets here. The open raises quite a lot. I'm gonna use the 9s to put pressure on him. The hand is probably we'll have to back check on the kiss starting range chart. Versus one open raiser, 9s in the cutoff. Well, it's not button. 10s plus. Well, I still prefer the more aggressive action over the passive call that certainly this would be. Button versus cutoff open raise. Call pocket pairs 2s to 9. Which makes sense somewhat. Yeah. Don't like the small poker pairs, but there's not much 3-betting going on this very moment. 15% of players see the flop. We're 3-way on this flop where the board is very coordinated. Not gonna get fancy here. Left table fold. On the right table, I wanna put a little bit of pressure versus the min raise from under the gun. 3-bet. Gonna check back here. Don't know what this min bet called 3-bet hand is like. It's a rather big bet that gets here. Don't know if I have to call that once. He's actually a reasonable player. I'm gonna find better times. This is a hand I will have to review. Where are the tens? Review. Not sure if I should have called the board pairing with that, what was it, 9? The second 9 on the board actually is a good card from my tens. So I don't think I was run over with the turn card. It's rather a question of is min bet call 3-bet range was ahead of me before, or we were flipping pre-flop when he had ace king, something like that, and then I was beaten on the flop. Don't know. We'll have to see. This will be an open raise, even versus an unknown small blind, king 9 suited, yes. Even a raise if in the big blind and people limp to me. I'm gonna 3-bet here with ace king, because the hand is very strong and the ranges are broad. Gonna take the free card here. Another hand I'm gonna take the review on. It was ace of spades. Ace of spades, that's this hand. Ace 8, not in open raising, and chart for this position. But this is the guy with the high 3-bet value. Pretty keen on having more hands on him, just to get more granular. Feel a bit tired this evening, so don't expect to be playing my A game tonight. The session started week before. The first part of the stream, for whatever reason, broke down. I felt a bit pushed around and not hitting. Having to give off flops, having Conti bets that were called, floated when I was weak, but good hands weren't called, things like that. basically a red line in free fall, no compensation with the blue line, no showdown winnings to make up for that. And I know that this can lead to bad moves from my part, because I want to force winning pots then. Also getting into 3-bet pots and not hitting there, not sure what to do, makes it difficult to keep in my A game or even get there when I'm not. Hey, South Bay Poker, good you're here, thank you for coming. Hey, I'm not sure anymore if it was you today posting a few very interesting spots and comments in the hand history discussion forum. So I feel like in the latest days there were interesting spots, and some participants of the Poker Forge even started arguing in GTO terms. Don't know if you too are playing GTO based. Well, I'm not. But I was listening to Recreational Poker podcast the other day, where they talked about the benefits of using solved ranges for pre-flop plays. I think here, I have to talk about this later. With the min raise here, I do have to call the top pair good kicker. Not sure if this is really a good card for my hand, because Jack 10 just got there. I think that bet is rather weak and I will not get crazy here. I will just play it passively. When he pots it here, difficult decision. Jack 10, don't know if he would have raised that. He could have had a 2-pair on that flop. He could have done that with the flush draw with the hearts that just got there. But I do think having a 2-pair, I have to call. Yeah, he had the button pair plus flush draw and he hit the turn, so unfortunate here. Gonna mark the hand for review. Almost lost stack there. Unsexy, because hands like this do really cut into the performance quite hard. $5,300 hands for the month, 500 for today, and down half a stack. I know that 6-7 would have been an open race in small blind. Wow, he calls the overbet here. The flush gets there. Don't know if my set of sixes is still good. I mean, 8-9 even got there, so I check the check behind. Question is if I just missed value here. and I have to review. Don't know if I should rebet against half stack with my nines. I don't like overcalling here, so I take the rather aggressive line. Seems like we want to play this pot multi-way. Let's check out if the initial open raiser has something to say against that. No, but I want to see that hand when I fold. Play out. Wow, he calls. Wouldn't have expected him to call twice. If he folds here, it's just a massive blunder and he overcalls twice. Against the squeeze and against the called 4-bet. But we never learn. We never stop learning, that's what I want to say. We are getting three-way into a very dangerous flop here. No need in bluffing this, betting this. Would love to have the hand on the left table, on the right table, for a nice straight flush. No. I don't think that this is ever a call. Jack 10 suited. Oh, actually it is. I hit top pair. That was a bit astonishing for me, because that 9-10 suited actually is an open raise call versus the 3-bet from blinds. Wouldn't have expected that, so hands like this, when I realize they're still... well... Yes, I remember. Yeah, remember. It was 4 or 5 sets in one row. Yeah, it was in the Brax and Beats session part, forum part, Discord forum part. Where South Bay Poker. What did you say? You have a saying in your family, sets never lose or something like that? I like that, because I do also go broke with sets almost always, regardless of the board texture. And then you had like 5 or 6 sets in one session. Well, but as we are talking about that, didn't you have any tilt issues when that happened? Tilt issues. King, queen. Oh. Cold 4-bet. Wow. Immediately folds. Yeah. On the button, ace-8 suited might be a call, even. No, ace-10 suited is what he calls. Would have expected that, because I don't like overcalling with hands like this. Mostly bad. Calling 1.3 with that hand to win 5.6, no. Yeah, I would really be interested to know how you're handling this. I mean, in one session, losing several sets must have been upsetting. And I was answering you that it didn't took even a few bad beats or coolers for me to play C-game suddenly. It only needed like one session and probably 200 or 300 hands with a sharply falling red line and nothing in the blue line to recover this. And I start playing chip spew. Unfortunately here we're 4-way on a board that it's really bad for me as the pre-flop aggressor. I would expect every set and every 3 to bet here, and also 7s to call. Ace-7 can be opened in the cutoff. Ace-7 suit. Flop a set, lose. Yeah, I know, but what I want to know is if this ever tilted you, or if you're like Zen, like Buddha in a situation like this. Casino guy actually opens them up. Ace Jack might be a call versus him. I will need a little break. Just pour some water into my bottle and what do we have here? People that fold a lot. Yeah, don't know. Deal with Queen 6, even though probably this is not an open raising chart. It tilts me for a quick second, but I'm kinda numb to it now. Plus I've been working on my mental game, which has helped. Really interesting. So, yeah, I think you're a high volume grinder if I remember right. Don't know if it was you that posted playing over 30,000 hands for July, and then you probably really need to shrug it off. And I think I can do it if I'm in a good state of mind, in a healthy state of mind, but I'm not always. Working on your mental game. I'm trying to make a song profile as Jared Tendler describes it in Mental Game of Poker, 2nd edition. Well, that's crazy here. 25 hands on this guy. Folds to 3-bet. 4-bet. No, I don't go for that. I just go and 3-bet this guy here. Nacho Tom with my aces. Tens and jacks might be in his under the gun raise 3-bet calling range. So at least half pot bet we need to do here on this coordinated board. Now when he calls and the turn pairs the board, I think it's a perfect time to balance my checks. I will get a bet here a lot of the times. Yeah, it could be the jacks, it could be the tens that beat me. I don't think he has the not flush here. He can't because I have the ace. I will call and probably see jacks or tens. Sevens, oh, for the river boat. That's actually ugly. Aces, review. Probably this is just a cooler. Don't know if I should have bet the turn. But here I'm gonna learn something from my work on my mental game. After a hand like this, probably give myself a break, as I already said. Gonna be back in like 7 minutes, something like that. Yeah, squeezer here. Very tempting. But I can't win 130 big blinds or 140 as I would need. Well, I still needed to win 100. No. Had pocket fives today, flop 2, 4, 5 rainbow. Up against ace 3, yeah, got stacked. Probably bet big on that flop if you were the pre-flop aggressor. Wow, 140,000 hands this year. Well, you must be playing almost professionally. Well, 140,000 hands. Let me make a calculation. Um, 140,000 hands. Let's divide that by 500. I know that's about what you the amount of hands you play in an hour. 280 hours, 8 months, 35 hours a week. That's always almost a full working week here in Switzerland. Actually, I'm working 80% and I have to work about 35 days a week, but that's no poker, that's my regular job. And I can be happy if I make like 6 or 7 hours a week. Oh, no, that's wrong. 280. I only had the month. Let's divide that by 4 so we knew, you know. Yeah, actually, in 1 week I can probably play 8.75 hours. Yeah. So I'm way behind of you for this month. I have, yeah, 3,400 hands, and that's a high volume month for me, so. Base plate 14. Yeah, let's see. I'll be right back. 7 minutes. Here I am back on track. I did open up Poker Tracker software. Ooh. Whoa. Just saw that OBS got disconnected. What's going on here? Do we have the cables cut or something? Don't know. I wanna quickly review one hand. Yeah. So basically, if you still hear South Bay Poker Tour, I think you're a professional when I see how many hours you're playing. You have to be a professional. Let's glance at this hand here, because I do think I need to review that. I'm two-way versus a guy that has limping in his preflop repertoire. He likes to call a lot, 7-2 BP. Crazy values. Like 78% in middle position. Well, okay, then against a player like this, I'm definitely c-betting against. And against a min raise, I do think I need to call the standard procedure. Turning the two pair, I check. He bets small, I call. I check, and the river, he pots it. The only thing I do not like here is that he's a recreational player, and I kind of knew that. Versus a recreational with 78%. You bet big. Call min raise. Okay. B or yeah. Usually versus a lag, this could be a behavior that also is made with borderline hands, like a two pair, or with hands that were medium strong here, 10-9, something like that. But he just isn't that player, and I remember that I was thinking a long time, and I should have folded here and not called, because my two pair, in relative terms, is just a bluff catcher, nothing more. And there's just not so many bluffs here, especially from a recreational player betting big. So he value taunted me there, and I played that in a suboptimal way. I do want to check out another hand. We'll have to make the right tags. That's actually bad hand, and I can change the review tag because I did that. Another hand I lost here. The aces. Nice 3-bet in position, 3x, that's okay. I get called here from a guy that's V-pips a fair amount, 27%. What is it in early position? We don't really know. And then I get a connected board and two-tone. I should c-bet here and shouldn't c-bet too low. Let's see what I do. I bet 10 into 20. Would have preferred something like probably 13 into 20 at least, even 15 into 20 or something like that. I get called and the turn pairs the board, so I could actually check back and make him bluff a lot of rivers because that line looks weak now. Pot is 40 big blinds. He bets 21 half pot here. It's actually a decent sized bet to catch the bluffs of his range and the bad value hands. Even two pair 10 jack got contributed here with the bird with the paired board. So it's okay to call, I'd say, knowing to lose against the sets of 10s and jacks, which would be in his open raise call 3-bet range. And then, yeah, he shows the 7s. He got there. He got there on the river. I do think it's just a hand that I can live with. It's a cooler. It's not really a good hand. Knowing his holding, I should have bet the turn for another barrel, but as we don't know what we don't know in the moment, the broad part of his range should stay in and bluff the river, and that's actually what I wanted, just that I got cooler there. Okay, no tilt. No tilt. Worst pro ever. I don't think so. If you're still here, you were sort of saying goodbyes of Play Poker, but be sure that I know it too. Playing bad, it happens all the time. Do we have a high value of players seen flop? Actually, no limit 25. I'm rolled for that. But all the players are unknown. Let's jump into no limit 25. Well, I can already start making noise here with the queens in the big blind. Min raise in the call. I will stick at normally at 16 with one table. I even have hands on these kind of players. That one too, 19. These players aren't entirely unknown to me because I did play no limit 16 soon. Pretty sure these guys were seen there. Alex, glad you're here. You have a big vacation starting tomorrow. What are you doing here in my poker stream? I hope your bags are packed and you're ready. Squeezing here in position. Interesting enough. Well, don't know if I can unlock these ribbons, because I kind of would like to. He's very tight in the blinds, so I steal here with any two almost. The other guy too didn't have high 3-bet values, so it's an invitation. Limper. I get a free play with Queen 5. Wow, 3-bet here. Good sizing. Now he might start betting any two after 2 checks of me. King is actually not the card I want to see. He mocks. Well, blind versus blind. No action, unfortunately. That would be so beautiful there. Yeah, know this guy from No Limit 16. He obviously jumps into No Limit 25 if conditions are right. He gets 3-bet. Let's see what he reacts to. He calls. Does he have a bet sizing tell? In early position and in middle position he opens to 2x. In the cutoff, in the button, he opens to 2.5x, and in the small blind he opens to 3x. Wow. That's an interesting choice of bet sizes in relation to the positions around the table. Our 3-bet here as a bluff with ace 2 suited. Terrible board for my range. He does like to call a lot. So I'm gonna take the showdown value I have to a street, to a later street. Not gonna get fancy here. Yeah, you probably better do that. It's gonna be a long flight, Alex. Do we get crazy here? I get 3-bet from a guy. 51. He 3-bets so small he might have a monster here. But no, he folds. We could try stealing here. It's an any 2 steal. But we get called, unfortunately. We have showdown value with the 10. Now we have a 2 pair, even stronger, so start betting here. This is going to be an open race. Pocket nines. No Limit 50 also has 15% of players. No Limit 25 got back to 13% players seen flop. Ace 10 out of position in the cutoff probably is a fold versus 3-bet. Cutoff versus in position. I can only call with ace queen, so no. Gonna probably turn my hand into a bluff here. Left table. Get called. I take up some equity here when he calls the flop. I'm gonna take the free card. Unlucky, I do not hit. Gonna face a bet almost always here. Would king queen do this? Probably yes. Yeah, have to mark the hand to review it. How many hands are we in today? 600. Defaults to 3 bets. A 100% up to now. Now I'm in another rather bad spot. He checks. I check too. Don't know if I'll be able to call a probe here. And he fires that. That's actually a very low probe. I'll call that, because I do have showdown value. Now I'm even beating all the pairs like 10s and below. And I don't think he has the queen or the jack all too often. This is going to be a bit spewy. But I don't think he can call a lot here, so a bluff and a good one. How are the player values? He 3-bets quite a lot here, but I'm still trying to see a flop here with, yeah, he's a squeezer. It was an invite. You guys are crazy. I will not play my 6s here. Set mine. But here, as we are deep and I have to call 1.3 to win 3.7, I'm gonna easily call here. Bet very small here, just to see how he reacts. And because I do want to have some kind of value here, that's really ugly. I'm gonna call here, having the redraw. Ace King. Versus a guy that aggressively raises first in 20% and more, and a cold caller 12. It would be 15 here. 4 times. Yeah, it's a little bit high. 15, probably 13 would have done the trick. Now here I'm gonna balance my checking range out of position. It looks weak. Not a ton tells me now that he likes to squeeze. Not really a great card that turn. But still also not a great card for my opponents. I end hand right then and there. Here I could actually squeeze. Both are full stacked. And he has a capped range here, as he calls in the cutoff. These guys start attacking my min bets on button. So probably gonna tighten up my open raising range on the button just a little bit. I'm gonna call here because I play Jack 9 suited in position, and this guy seems like a pretty loose open raiser. Don't know if he really check raise me here a lot. Doesn't seem so. I can take the pot away. The kings probably won't be called either. Reminds me of Peter Fox album here. A picture with the monkey in a suit. Another monkey here. An elephant here. Give me a Reno and we have the big 4. Almost. Looks a bit like the jungle. Yeah. Goats are here too. Funny is that. Goats, dogs. People love their pets. King Queen suited under the gun. It's going to be an open race, as is Ace 4 suited, middle position. I'm against 2 colors here in position. Multi-way pot. Multi-way, I don't have any data here. I just hope I get to the turn, which is the case. Now I picked up equity, but only gut shot equity. Oh, bad. This is such a big bet into a pot of 7.6 big blinds. And 2 call. And I consider my backdoor outs if I hit. I do have to call. I even almost have direct odds to calls. It's to win then. Unfortunately, no hit. You guys can beat yourself over with sets that just turned to boats. Not gonna bet against 2. Situation is too bad to bluff. And I'm pretty sure this is a value heavy hand. Let's see what we can find here. Yes, as I thought, about 7s over 10s. Folds a lot, but not big blinds. Ace 10 in a big blind versus a cutoff, no, a button open. Ace 10 off would be a call. He opens 50% against this range. It's a good call here. However, playing out of position is just ugly. Against that small bet here. I'm gonna call. Let's see if he gets bigger on the turn. When he checks back, I might even have the best hand, but my check here is so weak, he's gonna bet big a lot, and I'm already now tempted to hero call this. He checks back. Holding bottom pair, now hitting a straight. I'm over betting here. Ooh, dangerous now. Board pairs. Any ace makes the straight. Ace queen, I might get another good spot here. The blinds, 1 calls. Jack high, board. I have the backdoor flush. Gonna bet that low. Ooh. Picked up so much equity that probably my hand is too good to bluff, equity wise. and I gotta check it back. But I don't hit all too often. And I think the queen now hits his range. But mine too. So do I call here? I actually do think I have a call here. Yes. I win against 9-7. I'm slowly making my way back. Did I just miss a limp here? So I'm legend. Pocket nines. Interestingly here, people start 3-betting pretty light. He opened he folds versus small blind raises in the big blind 67%. So my raise might be good enough. King 8 hand is okay too. He likes to defend passively as he doesn't 3-bet the 33% he doesn't fold. I almost have showdown value here with king high. Start betting small here and take down the pot. That was a bit button clicking, I admit it. Didn't really know why the technical reason why I was betting there, I couldn't name it right now. So another sign I'm down to my B game and I should end the session soon. No limit 16 is getting tight, only 13% players go to the flop. As I told earlier in the stream, I can remember times when these numbers go in the digits with a 20 in front of it, 20% of players to the flop. Just have to find the right times of the day. But I'm now rolled even to play no limit 50. I'm actually still afraid of playing no limit 50. It was my pain threshold limit, no limit 50, 10 years ago. I always grinded it up until I had bankroll, playing no limit 50. And then I started losing a third of my bankroll, got down to 25 again. Did that 2 or 3 times. Hit the floor. Tempted to 3-bet here, but the hand is not the perfect one. Blinds fold. Blind folds quite a lot. Big blind, not so much. Well, time for me to end the session, sit out next big blind. Then I'm gonna finish the stream and put in some timestamps after the stream is over. Thank you for those that were here, that chatted with me. Even shortly before going into big holidays. That's really great engagement. Leave a like in the stream, it helps a lot. If you don't mind and you're not already subscribed, do that. Come back again another day. And as you know, it's always when I want to end streams, I get prime hands to end the stream. And can we extract something here? I might against this player. The ace is an action killer, not so cool. And the second ace on the river, no, I just don't want to call that. Not because I think he has an ace, but because 2-4 makes a straight, 4-7 makes a straight. He might have called with a flush draw. I hide flop bet. No, I'm gonna fold him. Yep, this is it. Thank you for being with me and see you next time. Bye bye.